So hello guys, this is just a very spontaneous channel message that I got that was actually not supposed to be a YouTube video, but I honestly felt like pushed or called to still share it because I don't think that I can get the same message out in an authentic way as I did when I just channeled it because I was working on something else and this just came out. So keep that in mind when the quality is not that perfect. But in the end, you don't need 10,000 edits in my face to get the message. So I still going to deliver to you the channel message and do with it what you want. All of these harsh awakenings, these conflicts, these dark nights of the souls, every time something gets ripped away from us, every time we have these conflicts and problems, how some maybe call it, it's always a sign of dissonance and double mindedness. Not always we need to let go of these external physical things. Not always we have to let go of the people or jobs. Sometimes it's about the perspective and the way we communicate or habits. But in case something gets ripped away from us, usually it just means and symbolizes that this whole situation was not about the external thing. And yes, technically, we could manifest a harmonious relationship with a specific person and be successful in a job, but really always ask yourself truly, what is your honest desire? Many times we don't even desire to be in specific jobs or relationships or circumstances. We just think that if we stay there, that we get something else that we desire as safety or security. We have this bizarre limiting belief in society that we need to stay in undesirable external physical circumstances as a job where we just have to work hard in order to get some promotion and then by this promotion get more financial security. So we actually want security by money and we maybe want freedom and safety, but actually your spirit knows within that you can manifest the safety and security and the money in much more favorable ways. It knows that you have an infinite intelligence within you and it wants to experience itself and not just by one aspect. This infinite intelligence wants to experience itself and at some point will bring to you this new idea that you can listen to, this new desire. It doesn't want to stay stuck. It doesn't make sense. So it moves because it, in the end, would contradict its own intentions if it would stay stuck. And we as humans create attachments out of fear. But the point is, in order to really experience itself in these other aspects, it needs to let go of old identities that it served or that were serving it well at some point, but not anymore. So we better also learn that too, because we all have this within us. So what often happens is you have this inner voice that brings to you, that communicates to you a desire, a wish. And then there's this logical mind coming into you, taking everything apart. And the logical mind, the intellect, also has a good function in this 3D reality. But we have to know how to use this instrument to our favor and not against us by dissecting ourselves and confusing us in an extreme manner where we cannot even make a good decision for ourselves. We need to stop wavering and be honest and listen because many of us are either not aware of what we truly desire because we took on so much the idea that it doesn't even matter and that we just have to work hard and we just took on so much programming of others, or we just push it down or away because it sounds too good to be true, or we are just insecure, or we feel unworthy. But just understand this, you always have some desire, at least in this 3D reality. I know that in some practices we try to get rid of our desires and, meditate and be free of this. But I think to a certain extent there will be at least some desire. Even desire to survive is one. And if you are not ready and willing just to die, then you still have one desire at least. But I think we don't have to let go of every desire. It depends where you are on your journey, unless you desire to let go of desires. You understand this itself can even be one desire as well. So what happens is we have this thing going on and we act like it's not there just because it's inside and not external. But this dissonance that we create will push out too. It will push out by tensions, either inner tensions, outer tensions, things leaving our lives. And then we have to ask ourselves, did this person or the situation, this thing leave just because we are insecure, because we think we don't deserve this? Or is it because we actually are not desiring it and we actually want something else? Maybe this is a blessing. So I think this is a very important thing to ask yourself. Do I think that this thing that left me went because I'm not worthy of it? Or do I even desire something else? Is there something else that I want? Because if you feel unworthy, yes, then I would say go along and manifest it back, because then just change your self-concept. But we have to be honest. If you just crave safety and you just hate this job, it's not worth it to manifest it back. You will just get to the same point because you deny your own truth. What is your truth? The dark night of the soul or heart awakening is not a punishment, and it doesn't have to be this way. It's just the moment where we wake up to our true nature and what is truly going on within. And we better learn to listen to this, because it will not be unheard of. I mean, it will be heard. First, get aware of what is truly going on within by listening and lifting the conditions that you set for yourself in order to love yourself. We have these conditions that say, first I need this, first I need to look like that. This is just a conditional love that we set ourselves, and an unconditional love starts with ourselves. It's not just about some woo-woo things to be a nice person. Lift these conditions that tell you you first have to earn amounts of money to be accepted or whatever. Then if you let go of this fear, procrastination and giving up, self-sabotage, all of this will go, because this is not the base that you put your actions upon and your thoughts. Then when you listen, you will be able to admit what you truly want, and then able to direct your thoughts, words, and actions towards it. To manifest a desirable outcome, to manifest a reality in which we are happy in, we cannot live in this friction and dissonance, this double-mindedness. We have to truly listen to ourselves and not deny us, because, how I already explained in the last minutes, this will push out as well. So working on our self-love and self-concept is also crucial, but more by lifting conditions and not a forced positivity, of course, but also to acknowledge what you truly want, and that you don't have to manifest it or get it by weird external struggles. This is not necessary. So move a little bit more, or move fully into your truth, and be courageous on your path.